Wiltshire. I'm 30 in a month, so I'm 29. I'm trying to get used to saying I'm 30. And I live in Brunswick. I was living in Moonee Ponds with 3 paramedic students in a beautiful old house that was lovely with polished floorboards, and just struggling inside as trying to not get paint anywhere. I had an easel in my room, and then like bam, you're in this huge warehouse full of people who are messy, and everyone loves it, and everyone's playing music, and it's all around you. You've got so much space to spread out, and it's encouraged, and being quite young at the time, that's what it was for me. That it was the shift, and I didn't know it existed, and I thought that it was maybe going to be like that, how I was forever, and how do artists do this, and how do they find the space, how do they keep motivated, how do they find inspiration. It was like a discovery for me, and I can almost put it down to walking through the doors of 7A Hope Street. When you walk into a warehouse and you've never been into one before, it's just huge, and just weird things and weird structures, and I had just turned 21, and I just couldn't believe it. And they were like, and here's where your studio will be, and here's where your room will be, and I don't know what possessed me to say, yes, I'd like to move in, but I just did, and that was it. Like, once I got into it, it really, really changed my life. Moving away from Brunswick, the reason I moved away is because I kind of got, some shit went down in the warehouse, and it all became a bit much living with that many people. But as soon as I moved out, I realised that I wanted to be back in it, and I was living in a shed in Northcote and working in Collingwood, and I had a studio in Collingwood in a beautiful building with beautiful floorboards and exposed beams and things, but it was also very controlling. And then on the other hand, the Brunswick warehouses that I'd been associated with were a little bit slapdash, which is great, and that's great, but I wanted to find a happy medium and open my own space, combining both of those and my own ideas as well. After setting up the space here, of course I gave myself a studio, but I don't think I painted for like a year maybe. I think I did little things, but I kept at it, and I kept painting, and more and more and more, and now I've been here in the studio for 3.5 years now. The show that I've been working on, I'm a big believer in thinking and living, and then at the very end creating. So, this 10 years has led up to this creation of maybe the studio space, and everything that I've built up around me. And in the same instant, this show I've been thinking about, and I could feel it coming for maybe a year or 6 months. I can't see where anything's going, and that's why it takes so long to get there, because the journey and the building up is what produces the result. So I definitely can't see. If I could see what I was aiming towards, then I'd probably do it now. It wouldn't be such a big journey. I love nothing more than, sitting on the roof up here and just looking out over Brunswick and over Melbourne and just going, wow, it's so disgusting, but it's so wonderful, and so, yeah, that makes me happy.
If you want to show us your support, subscribe to the Being Here YouTube channel. It actually makes a big difference for us. Thanks.